Spotlight on Port Huron. I'm Donnie Elkins, and today I have with me Bill Schwerin from SC4's Fine Arts Theater. Welcome to the show, Bill.
Thank you, Donnie. Nice to be here.
Before we begin, can you give me an insight as what you, as a professor, are teaching your students that may help them in furthering their acting career?
We try to emphasize the fundamentals of theater, both as a performing aspect and a technical regards. For those that are not particularly interested in theater but would like to know a little bit more, we also have another course that deals specific with that, an introduction to theater.
Do you also have classes for the technical aspect, as in a specific class?
We have Introduction to Technical Theater, which is offered each semester. I team teach that with another gentleman on staff, Al Matthews, who we refer to as the electronics wizard. So those that would like to know more about the technical side of theater, we have a very qualified person who has a number of years of experience in that.
Speaking of experience, how long have you worked at SC4's theater?
I've been associated with the theater and the college since the fall of 1987.
In that time, that's 2 years, 3 years.
3 years.
3 years. How long have you noticed an increase or decrease in the interest of the performing arts?
I've had the pleasure of experiencing an increase in the attendance in my classes, also in the plays that we perform.
What do you think caused this increase? Would it be the people, the teaching? What do you think?
That's true. I'm the reason why we've increased it so much. It's me and me alone. No, it's the hard work of a lot of people, not only the staff there at the college theater, but more particularly the students that have had an interest in theater, have come to the college, and we have, of course, tried to make those flowers blossom even more. And once the excitement is caught, they catch it and run with it.
What shows has the big shows has the college done in the past that you can remember?
The biggest shows are always musicals, and
Right.
I'm sure that any high school will attest to that. You spend a lot of money on them, and hopefully you make a lot of money, or at least break even. We have the unfortunate situation where they don't seem to work for us. So we do refer to other murder mysteries and comedies, which draw rather well.
What plays are currently underway?
Thank you. We do have The Good Doctor, which will be opening on March the 29th, and then will be repeated the following weekend.
That's Neil Simon's play,
Neil
right?
Simon's play that is set to music.
Can you give me a little bit about the play? Or?
Sure. What we have is basically a look at life during the turn of the century through the humorous eyes of Neil Simon. We have situations that deal with a visit to a dentist, two older people that meet on a park bench, and we even have a scene where a lunatic woman tries to get a loan from a banker, and more scenes that go along that line.
What shows do the college plan doing in the future?
That would be my call, and I really don't have anything specifically in mind at this point. That's basically what I spend my summers doing, reading plays and keeping people in mind that I think might work in particular shows. So I wish I had titles for you now, but I really don't.
So you choose them as you go? You don't have a preset program?
Oh, there are always shows that I would like to do, but I have to look at things like budget. And a beautiful set I'd like to use, but I can't because of a budget situation.
Right. In what ways would you like to attract attention towards the Fine Arts Theater at SC4?
I would like to dispel any negative rumors that have been started in regards to the theater, and just let everybody know that we do plays that deal with everyday life and don't go out of our way to offend any type of individual or group or organization. And we basically look at the entertainment value of every piece that we do perform.
Thank you very much, Bill.
My pleasure.
Don't go away, because coming up next, I'll have 3 of SC4's Drama Club members right after these few messages.
Gosh, Darlene, it sure is amazing how much we have in common.
I know, Larry. We both love 3-car pileups. We both were built in Buffalo.
And we both know wearing safety belts helps save thousands of lives.
Yeah, this is fascinating.
Don't mind Vince. He's getting over a bad breakup.
I know. Janet's picking up the pieces, too. They're in here.
I wish they understood it's all worth it to get people to buckle up.
Hey, lacerated lovebirds, I sense a major crush. could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Talk about head over heels.
Tony had some drinks, a few joints, and got into a fatal accident tonight. Only he doesn't know it yet. Drugs make you forget. And if you forget how risky sex can be, you could catch the AIDS virus and not know it for months, even years. AIDS, another way drugs can kill.
Guys for it. Here he comes up.
This is George Blaha. The Detroit Pistons know it takes skill and concentration to drive the lane. You need it too when driving the lane through highway work zones. For your safety and the safety of the workers, slow down and drive with care. Give them a break and we'll all be winners. This safe driving message brought to you by the Michigan Department of Transportation.
Hello and welcome back. I now have the pleasure of being joined by three of SC4's Drama Club members. Jason Slaughter, President, Brian Perdue, Vice President, and John Bennett, Chairman of Committees. Now, gentlemen, welcome to Spotlight on Port Huron.
Oh, thanks, Danny.
First question I would like to ask is, how active are all the members of Drama Club? Jason?
Well, we have a list of 43 people in the drama club, and about half of that or more are actively involved in the theater program at SC4.
Acting or just...
Acting, directing, backstage, some just they take the classes, do promotional work, that sort of thing.
Brian, would you like to add anything?
Well, the drama clubs are completely done by students, drama club members, and then the main stage are acted by mostly the drama club members.
And backstage is done generally by everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm sure a lot of our viewers out there would like to know, do you have to be in a drama class to be in the drama club? Brian?
No, we don't. We take any students at SC4, and we've even recruited some high school students to be in productions.
I've heard that you do two types of shows, a main stage show and a drama club show. Who chooses the types of shows which go on? Anyone?
Usually that's up to the officers, and then we make a couple of selections and we present it to the club as a whole, and usually we'll vote on them.
So everybody gets their say.
Right. Everyone has an idea of what the type of shows that we want to do, and we have a few titles, and we just go from there.
Okay. Who directs the shows, main stage and drama club?
Main stage is usually taken care of by Bill Schwerin, whom you just talked to. Drama club is usually, they usually find somebody who is willing to do that, you know, somebody to volunteer to direct, you know. And if they can't find anybody, well, then they usually volunteer somebody, usually.
Brian, I've heard that you've had directing experience. Do you find it stressful?
Well, the past one was kind of stressful. It was my first directing experience, and we had 3 weeks to put together a whole production, so.
It's pretty stressful.
But we pulled it off rather well, I do believe.
Can each of you give me an idea of what kind of shows that you have participated in and in what aspect? Jason?
My biggest technical experience in the side has been with the drama club show we've done, Pure as the Driven Snow. And then I had a chance to assistant produce the show and do some backstage work as well as acting. My first acting experience at SC4 was the main stage production of Murder by the Book, which was a lot of fun and kept my interest to further in the program.
Brian?
Well, my biggest technical side, too, was also Pure as the Driven Snow, which I directed and had my hands in everything, basically. I also was in Bus Stop, The Fantastics, and a few children's productions at the college.
John?
Again, I'd have to agree with Pure as the Driven Snow because I was also one of the main characters, and I had quite a bit to do with some of the technical side of the of acting. And I've also, my first performance was Porch, which was a drama club production last winter, and I've also been in such shows as Bus Stop, Life, Love, and Laughter, which was a main stage production last spring, and a children's show.
So Pure as the Driven Snow was like the best for all of you.
It was one of the biggest learning experiences from all sides.
Out of all the shows that you do, main stage or even drama club, can you give me an idea of which was the most profitable or most fun experience?
I think the most profitable drama club production we had was Pure as the Driven Snow. I don't think they've ever made money on a production up to that point.
A drama club production.
Drama club production, yes. And then
Main stage production, can you give me an idea of which was maybe been the most profitable?
As in acting-wise, they've all, with each show, it's a growing experience.
As far as money, it's hard to tell with the main stage because we don't really follow the books on how much money they make and how well they do. With the drama club, we can more or less, we know where we're at and what we're doing.
What is the average attendance of a drama club production?
well, in times past, it's ranged from maybe 30 to 40 people per show. And the past one we just had with Snow was between 63 the first night, 69 the second night, and we had 102 on the third. So it's increasing.
A main stage production, does that also fluctuate with the show?
Yeah, the main stage usually draws a few more, more than the drama club production, because they have more advertising and better means of getting the word out. And they're also on the rise.
At SC4, what type of classes have you taken to get the experience of the stage, or are any of you in any of the classes?
Right now, the three of us were involved in a special acting class that's being held, that's administered by Bill Schwerin, and they offer various things from technical to oral interpretation.
Brian?
Yeah, well, he just mentioned the class we are in. I'm also taking the Intro to Acting class, which is taught by Bill Schwerin.
John?
I've also taken the Intro to Acting last winter, and I'm looking forward to taking the Technical Theater class, which is the lighting, sound, set construction, that type of thing, which is another aspect which I'd like to get into. And also the Special Topics class is what it's called, that we're into right now, which just deals with anything the students want to learn with. Kind of like a independent study, but it's a little bit different from that.
We can work on the things that we feel we need to work on.
Do a lot of
class.
students take these courses, or is it minimal?
This course we're taking now was a new course that Bill Schwerin just came up with, so a lot of students didn't get a chance to know about it and to learn what it was about. Only the few actors that he really knows was able to get the word out, so only a few of us were able to join. But usually the classes range from anywhere from 10 to 14, sometimes a little bit larger, maybe 20 to 25 people, like in his History of Theater class.
But that's also on the rise, as like the whole aspect of the theater at SC4 is the numbers are on the rise with everything.
Do any of you three, I'll start with you, Jason, have an idea that you want a future in acting or in the performing fine arts?
Well, I've been bitten with a bug, as the cliche goes. I think overall, this has given me a nice foundation to work with, and I can probably work on from here. And yeah, I'd like to see how far we could go with it.
Brian?
Yeah, if not in the acting sense, I'm also looking towards the educational sense in theater, but I know that my career, I want to be involved in theater somehow.
John?
Still up in the air, but I'm laying a good foundation at SC4 right now for what I want to do, which is act and hopefully go on to a bigger university and hopefully expand from there.
Then St. Clair County Community College, the Fine Arts Theater has laid a good foundation for all of you.
Yes,
Definitely.
I'm glad to hear that. Thank you for being here on the show with me, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
And if you know of anybody with an interesting story to tell, have them call us here at CPHS 6. The phone number is 984-3101, extension 289.